Unit 2 study guide question number 8 tells us that it costs $6 for a 5-mile cab ride. A 15-mile cab ride costs $13.50. We are asked to write an equation relating how many miles you ride in the cab with the cost. Because the cost depends on the number of miles you ride, cost is our dependent variable. Miles that you ride, M, is our independent variable. Independent variable is the X. So our X value should be number of miles, our Y value should be the cost. So one of the points in time they give us is that if we ride 5 miles, 5 should be my X, it costs $6, that should be my Y. And the other point should be 15 miles, matches up with a $13.50 cab ride. We need to write the linear equation that passes between those 2 points. So slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I get a slope of 0.75. Then use point slope form. We use the point with the smaller values. Y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. Distribute your negative or your positive 0.75 and add 6 to both sides. And I get y equals 0.75x plus 2.25. Because it asks us to use miles and cost instead of x and y in here, we should replace those with cost equals 75 cents for each mile plus $2.25. There's our answer to part A. Part B asks us to interpret our slope and our y-intercept in terms of the problem. Slope is 0.75. Remember, slope is always the change in cost for each one change in x. So each mile costs an additional 75 cents. So for each mile that you ride, the cost is going to increase by 75 cents. Plus, we have this $2.25 fee to ride in the cab. So the y-intercept of $2.25 would be the cost to get in a cab. Part C wants to know how many miles did you ride in the cab if your tab was $35.25. That is a cost, so we're going to go to our equation, plug it in for cost, and solve for miles. Subtract 225 from both sides. Divide both sides by 0.75, and I get 44 miles. It gave us the units right there in the problem, so you don't necessarily need to put them on your answer.